In this short video, we're going to learn how to protect the ball by doing 360 turns. And I found that this is actually one of the best ways to protect and hide the ball if there's a lot of pressure around you. And so if you're someone that struggles to keep possession, or maybe you just don't protect the ball that well, then this technique should definitely help you out. So the number one rule is you always need to have your body between the player and the football. And this has very little to do with how big or strong you are. Instead, it's more about how you move your feet. So no matter what size you are, whether you're small, skinny, tall, big, if you can position your body between the player and the ball, you're always going to have the best chance to protect the football. And so if we're trying to protect the ball and escape pressure by doing a 360 turn, we want to make sure that we're taking quick, small touches on the football, making sure that we're light and agile on our feet. And this will make it easier for us to position ourselves between the player and the ball. Plus, you always want to keep control of the ball whilst we're turning. If you watch Messi, he's a great example of someone that's not the biggest or the strongest, but he's amazing at moving his feet and getting in those right positions to protect the football. Now, it's important that as we're turning, we want to keep the ball as far away from the defender as possible. And so if we're doing a 360 turn to our right, we want to make sure that we're using our right foot to move the ball. And if we're turning to our left, we then want to use our left foot. And like I said, this will just keep the ball further away from the defender, which makes it easier for us to protect the football. The cone drill that you can see me doing on the screen is a great way that we can work on that. We're just using the cones as pressure, and we're just doing 360 turns around each cone. And you can see that as I do a 360 turn to my right, I manipulate the ball with my right foot. And then when I dribble to the next cone, I do a 360 turn to my left, and then I change and use my left foot to move the football. And so this drill is a great way for you to gain the habit of turning using both feet, especially if you want to protect the ball whilst you're turning. And then a few side points, you obviously want to have a good low center of gravity that will help you when you're turning and protecting the football. And then making sure you have good ball control so you can keep the football tight so you can turn effectively and defenders can't pinch the ball off you. So that's basically it when it comes to using 360 turns to protect the football. It's a great way to hide and shield the ball, especially if you're more of a smaller, agile player. But I hope you enjoyed the lesson in today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.